Good afternoon, family. It is Felicia Starks with Felicia Starks Fitness. I make videos and share content about health and fitness and motivation and different things that you can do to look good, get good naked. I specialize in helping women who are looking to take their nutrition to another level, to take their transformation to another level. So if you are looking to connect with a coach and other women, we have a Lean Ladies VIP group, and so that's what I do. I am sharing this video today. I'm out and about. Just met with I met with 3 people today. I normally don't meet people locally, but if they're really close, then I try to meet with them, and why I met with them later. But here's the thing. I have people reach out to me on a regular basis about things, what they can do to start feeling better, and what they can do to lose weight. And when I make the suggestions, the response is, I'll make the suggestions and tell you, I don't sugarcoat anything. If you know me, you know I don't sugarcoat anything. And if you know me and you know I don't sugarcoat anything, I want you to leave a fire emoji, okay? If you're watching this video. So anyway, the question would be, what can I do? I'm trying to lose weight, blah, blah, blah. So I will give the suggestion. There is, like, I can make a whole bunch of suggestions, and people will tell you a whole bunch of complicated things. I tell you, here, it sounds simple, but it may not be. Some people make it complicated. In order to lose fat, in order to start feeling better, you have to eat. You have to eat more. It doesn't make sense. You don't have to understand how things work in order for you to understand that they work. I'm gonna say that again. You don't have to understand how things work in order to know that they work. What do you mean, Felicia? We've been conditioned to believe that, oh, I should eat less food if I want to lose weight. That is so far from the truth. And I understand why you believe that. You believe that because you hear, hey, if you want to lose weight, you need to cut your calories. But for most of us, and I just say us as a general saying, most of us are barely eating the minimum, like probably eat enough. Like if you have kids, your kids probably eat more, they take in more food than you do as far as calories. This is not about calories. I want you to, like, don't leave before you get the message. If I tell you that you need to eat more food and you respond, that's too much food based on whatever. Here's the thing. Either you're going to keep asking different people what to do, and you still remain how you look, or you're going to take the advice of people that you know. Like, I don't have any reason to lie to you. I don't have any reason to not want you to be successful. Like, I get nothing out of that. And that's not, like, I have an assignment to do, and I realize that I have assignments to do. And because I know that what my assignment is, the people that are assigned to me are my responsibility. So it's not my responsibility for what you do, what you decide to do with what I give you. My assignment is to give that information to you. What you do with it is on you. So when you come to me and say, I need help losing weight, I need help with this, what exercises should I do, blah, blah, blah. And I'm telling you, you're focused on the wrong thing. I'm going to tell you this. Like, and I'll say this. If you think it's too much food, if you've heard me say you need to eat more food and you still aren't eating it, and so you've convinced yourself that, oh, I know she says to eat more food, but I'm not hungry. If you've heard it, you know it, but you're doing the opposite, and say I'm trying doesn't mean anything to me. Try means that you tried it and then you decided that you didn't see any results, so you stopped. Trying is not going to change your health. Trying is not going to make your health better. Trying is not going to make your A1C numbers go down. Trying is not going to help you get off of your blood pressure medicine. Trying is not going to help you relieve your inflammation symptoms that you have, that you experience on a daily basis. And you experience those inflammation symptoms because of what you eat or what you fail to eat. And so even though I only eat one time a day, or I only eat once or twice a day, so what? It doesn't matter that it's too much. You don't want to be uncomfortable. I don't want to be uncomfortable, but I don't want this stomach in my lap. You decide what it is that you want to do. At some point, like, you cannot get to you cannot get to the C location without going from A, B to C. There's some work that you're going to have to do. And that work includes, guess what? Being a little bit uncomfortable. I'm not saying you have to eat 6 meals a day. I'm not saying you have to eat 5 meals a day. I don't care how often you eat. You can decide you're going to be like Tamika and do intermittent fasting and see how that works for you. But here's the thing. No matter what it is that you decide, if you want to change something, you can't continue doing what you're doing. You keep asking questions. If I were to go into my inbox and show you messages that I have for people asking different questions, and they end up being the same question. You try to answer and you try to ask it and be fancy. It's the same question. Like, you keep asking the same questions, and I will give you the same response. And the response the second time probably isn't going to be the same, because you want me to change, like you're wanting to hear something different, and it's not different. You have got to start eating. And if you say, okay, I am eating, Felicia, what are you eating? And we got to be real, because if you're not going to be honest with yourself, don't reach out for help from nobody. Don't ask nobody, what do I need? Don't ask nobody to help you. Because if you're not willing to be honest and be real with yourself, don't drag anybody else into your madness. That's something for a therapist to do. And I'm not trying to be rude or trying to be hurt anybody's feelings, but this might be the message that you need to hear today. That, like, it's time for you to be real about all these elements that you have that are totally, like, you can change a lot of the things that you're experiencing. You can change it. Guess what? You have to be willing to follow directions. And you have to stop thinking that you know everything. And when I say thinking you know everything, I don't see any results. I don't see any changes. What are you looking at? What are you comparing it to? Are you comparing it? Are you looking at the scale, and are you expecting to receive something different, some different results based on you did something for 2 weeks and you have been abusing your body for years? After 2 weeks, I don't want to, like, no. It's 3 weeks into the new year, January 19th. And this message is a little bit more rough than normal, because some of y'all have already tried to give up. And so this message is a little bit more saltier than normal, because you need somebody to tell you, no, boo. You've been tripping. You've been, like, eating recklessly for a long time. And because you've been eating recklessly for a long time, you don't get to decide that after 3 weeks you should be seeing results. No, you can think that, but that's not going to be the case. Some people that are around you may see, ooh, they're getting different results after 3 weeks. Because guess what? They're more consistent than you are. They're probably not paying attention to other people's business like you are. They're minding their own business. They're drinking their water. They're eating. They're not constantly checking to see, all throughout the day, has my weight changed? Like, you're not even consistent. You're not consistent. So why are you expecting consistent results? And you try to say, I'm eating clean, or I'm doing all this kind of stuff. And let's just be honest. If I were to say, on a scale between 1 to 10, this is what I ask my clients, on a scale of 1 to 10, how on track were you with your plan? If you cannot answer 10, or if you cannot answer 9, your expectations of what you're expecting to see should not be there. So this message, I said to come, let's have a chat, come sit down and leave your feelings at the door. Because if you thought about quitting because your clothes still are tight, because the scale may have gone up because you started going to the gym, or because you haven't lost any weight, I'm telling you, you better not quit. Because this, like 2020, I call it the year of vision. Nobody else said that. I'm saying it's 2020. It's the year of vision. You have to see that everything that is in your life is a result of what you've done or what you have allowed to happen. You take control of what you do. And so at the beginning, I was talking about eating. If you ask a question and I give you the answer, don't come back to me and try to act like you didn't ask me that. Don't ask me about workouts. If you are struggling with your weight, a workout is not. That should not be the first thing you ask. What workout should I do to get rid of back fat? What workout should I do to get rid of my belly fat? You asking the wrong question. I'm not saying that something is wrong with asking the question, but it's your food. It's your food. You need to eat more food. So here's the thing. Vegan, whatever your preference is, protein, vegetables, water. That's what you need to do. And if you haven't been working out, don't try to start working out and go ham, because when you try to go 0 to 100, what happens is that you're doing all this you're doing all this stuff, and then you get burned out and you risk hurting yourself. You also, like, it's a whole bunch of things that, like, you have just going from 0 to 100. You don't have to. Start with changing your food and then add in the workouts. If you are working out, keep working out, but don't think that just because you work out that gives you the thumbs up to go eat something crazy. And for those of you that have seen results, let me talk to you. You've seen results. The scale has gone down. You might be enticed to think, oh, I'm going to go have a drink, or, oh, I'm going to have this. Don't do it. Don't even do it. Don't celebrate, or don't treat yourself with food. You're not a dog. You're not a pet. Keep progressing. Maybe I would say after 6 weeks, you're getting consistent results. You're being consistent. That might warrant you having a day where you have where you do a refeed. And what a refeed meal, it's one meal where you go, and I recommend you go outside of you, like go out to eat, have something that you normally wouldn't have. So it's going to be a higher calorie food. So maybe you have a pizza, you have like whatever. You go have it outside of your house. That meal, that drink, whatever. Once the meal is over and you leave, that refeed is done. Done. So you're not taking leftovers home. I don't want you to be confused. If this is only for the people who have been consistent for 6 weeks, and we're only in week 3, so there should not be any celebrations of your accomplishments. Yes, celebrate that you've been consistent and you're having results, but we're not celebrating by going out to eat. We're not celebrating by, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and have this drink, or I'm gonna go ahead and have this blah blah blah. No, you're trying to reward yourself, and you end up sabotaging yourself. So I'm saying, in order to make it a lifestyle, you cannot continue with the mindset where you're like, I did good. I dropped 5 pounds. Let me go ahead and have this. No, we're not doing that. Because sometimes that one time you go and have something else will trigger you to want it all the time. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying the stuff that you love you're not going to have all the time, but right now you need to focus. Right now you need to sacrifice. So your sacrifice is probably 6 weeks from now, and this is only if you've been consistent. Would I recommend this in 6 weeks? And so 6 weeks is going to be probably around Valentine's Day, I'm guessing. Yeah, about 6 weeks. That would be the time that I recommend you do a higher calorie meal. And that would be 1 day. You go 1 day. So maybe it's a date night. You go out and have that meal. Okay? So I'm going to wrap this up. Stop thinking that you're not eating is going to help you lose more weight, because it is not. You know people around you that are in the gym all the time. They are gym fanatics. They beat you to class. Like, they're always working out. Yet they do not look like it. Yet they are often sick. Yet they have a whole bunch of other stuff that's going on. And so what that tells you is that they are not eating well. You don't have to eat perfect. You don't have to eat 100% in order for you to get results. You just need to, it's what you eat regularly. So if we were to look at the day, 90% of your day needs to be on point. 90% of your week needs to be on point. Once you get comfortable with it being a lifestyle, and you have a rhythm, and you have foods that you really love, and you're able to go out to eat and not eat like a jerk, and when you're able to go to company functions and not eat like a jerk. What does eating like a jerk mean, Felicia? Just because you go out to eat does not mean that's a free pass for you to eat whatever the heck you want. If you could go out to eat every day and still eat well. Who said because you go out to eat, you can't eat what you would normally eat if you were at home? You bring every excuse you want, and I will have a solution for you. If you travel a lot, whether you stay in the hotel and you have a kitchen, if you have a kitchen, take your food with you. If you are traveling, like driving, and if not, even though your company might be providing, or you're not having to pay for it, just because it's free doesn't mean you just order whatever. And that's the mentality that you have, because you like, oh, I have this and I have that. You have complete control over what you choose to put in your mouth. You have control over that. No one is force feeding you. Now, if it was kids, it would be a totally different story. But I'm talking to adults. You have control over what you eat. You may not have control over all the choices, but I guarantee you, almost all the time there's a healthier choice. And even if you can't choose a healthier choice, that one meal is not going to wreck your results if everything else is on point. Okay? Let's just be real. All right? So, I expect to whatever that energy you had at the beginning of the year, you were on point, you were ready, and you were set to go. Keep that energy. Still keep posting. Still keep going to the gym. Whatever it is you've been doing, whatever it is, whatever food that you've changed, whatever you've changed, that's working. Keep doing it. It's not the time to stop. It's not the time for you to expect You shouldn't be looking for results right now. I said this on Friday, I think. Yeah, it normally takes about 4 weeks for you to see results. And if you are just looking in the mirror, you may not see it. For women, here's the subtle changes you may just completely overlook. Your bra, my mouth is juicy. Your bra may be tight. Hey, hold up. I want to make sure y'all are still here. So if you are still here, let me see some hearts or something. Let me see something so I can make sure I'm not talking to myself. Let me see. And while I'm doing this, thank you for joining me today. Okay. Okay, the subtle changes that you may see, that you may be missing, your clothes are fitting loose, your underwear too big, like underwear, your bra, like normally you have to put your bra, like your bra strap is barely on the last hook, and then you're able to get it on the second hook, and then you're able to get it on the third hook, and then it's time to change that bad boy. Because if you walk around and your bra is too big, then your boobs just gonna be sitting in there and it's not gonna give you any support. And if you are, especially your clothes, when your pants start getting too big, and then most of the time what will happen is your friends will be like, dude, you need to change them pants because they too big, because they look like you got something hanging in the back. Anyway, I cannot let this broadcast end without inviting you to the challenge. I've told you about getting yourself together. I've told you about you gotta keep it real. Don't keep asking questions that you already know the answers to, that you've already gotten the answers to, but you haven't executed on. So if you're gonna ask someone a question, be ready to take action on what they told you. And don't go back to them asking the same question. Now, if you are someone and you're not working out with someone, you need some accountability and some guidance, there's a Fit and FLABuLESS challenge that's going on, and it's 60 days. We are going into week 3 tomorrow. You still can join us. DM me to find out how to join us. If you are someone and you are working out, this product has been a game changer for many people. And I say that it's been a game changer because there's not anything that I've recommended more than this. If you are working out, eating better, like if you're on your way and you're wanting to take your results to another level and to be able to see some definition, to see some changes along the way, to give you more incentive to keep going, this is what I recommend. I've been using this faithfully, and y'all know I don't endorse a whole bunch, like hardly anything, but I've been using this since October. I didn't tell many people about it because I didn't believe in it. And once I started using it, and I was looking to see different stuff with my eyes. It wasn't until I actually took pictures and compared them side by side that I saw my results. Once I saw my results, like I said, I didn't share with anyone. So when I saw my results, I shared it with my trainer and was blown away with his response. So that's why I am now offering the FLABuLESS cream. 6 ounces. The 10 ounces is available as well. There is, there's a travel size. So this is the travel size that is available, and then this is the 6 ounce that is available. There is a 10 ounce that's available as well. I've been able to help over 100 women and men with this product that are getting amazing results. It's not just Like, it would be one thing if you asked me, hey, what can I do? And I didn't have anything to tell you. Or if I knew and I didn't tell you, I wouldn't be honest. So because I know how many people are already losing weight, losing inches, like having a whole bunch of great experiences with the product, that is the reason that I'm sharing it. I am not sharing it just to, like, it's not about, ooh, I'm trying to make some money. Because I can make money thousands of different ways that doesn't have anything to do with the product. But the fact that the product works really well, I'm using it myself, several women and men are using it and have seen great results, that's the reason I'm sharing it. There's no other reason. And so if you need help, you need some accountability, there's 2 phases to the Fit and FLABuLESS challenge. Phase 1 we're still in, so there's 2 weeks still left in that phase. Then we're going to phase 2, and this is not about weight loss. There's a whole community, over almost 3,000 people in a community that are sharing their results. It's not about weight loss, because weight loss is most of the time water. There's nothing that, fat loss looks different than weight loss. And so when you lose fat and you're able to lose inches and you see people's bellies going down, because it also has detox in it, there's something to be said. There's not you don't have to take a whole bunch of products. You're just simply rubbing this on the areas. I rub mine specifically in my midsection, my lower back. The areas that I want to focus on are what I rub it on. So if you need help and you're already on a journey, I will always keep it 100. This product by itself works amazing. I have not used anything else in addition to this product. I've been doing my workouts, been doing my eating, like didn't change anything. But I know that my definition in my, like, I haven't seen the definition in my abs ever, not in October, November, December, January. Nope. And I have them right now. Like, if I was to show you what my midsection looks like, I have them. So, but this is not about me. This is about you. This is about, if you need help, you don't have to believe me. It's a lot of other people that are having results, and you know that I don't BS you. So if you need help, if you need help with nutrition, DM me. If you want to find out about the challenge, you can send me a DM. And then if you want to get the product, send me a DM, because I am ready. And like I said, the reason I started this, because I was meeting with people that are local and was giving them that product because I was out. So don't say that you don't know or you don't have access to resources to lose weight, because when it all comes down to it, it comes down to your food and what you're willing to do. If you don't believe in anything, then this is not going to be something that I would even recommend you do. Like, don't even buy it, because if you don't believe in it, you're not going to use it. And if you are watching this and you have bought it and you have not used it, if you're not using it, you are doing yourself a disservice. It makes no sense to continue buying products, buying this and buying that, and having people, like, y'all are paying money, but you're not doing stuff. Like, you're not, when I say doing stuff, you're like, you either get the product and you don't use it, or you'll pay somebody to train you, but you don't go to training, or you'll pay them and then you're not eating right. Stop doing that. Stop doing it. Or just put your money out the window. Just like driving your car and just put $60 and just let it fly out the window. Like, just let it fly out the window. That'll make more sense than you paying for stuff and you not actually executing on what it is that you're paying for. You're like, and let's just be real. That is crazy. That is being wasteful. don't keep buying stuff. If you're not ready to make changes to your health and to your body, I'm not the person for you, because I am all for you here, increasing your mental, increasing your body, like having a well balanced mind. Because if this is messed up, everything else is gonna go to hell. So it's called Get Wasted and FLABuLESS. There's 6 ounce, there's 10 ounce that's available, and then there's 2 ounce. Hit me up with what you need. I'm done. I want you to share, though, what you got out of this broadcast. Because if you're here and you're watching and you're getting this good information, there has to be something that you got that was an aha moment for you. So if you watched it and you came in late, I would recommend you watch the replay. And if you shared it, I appreciate you sharing it. There is nothing that you can do about you can't control what happens around you, but you can control how you respond to it. And so less responding with emotional eating, less responding with things like deal with the emotions. If you cannot deal with the emotions, you need to talk with a counselor. But it's a lot of stuff that has to stop. So it's not just eating. Like it's a whole bunch of things that it takes in order to have a total transformation. Because you can have a beautiful, healthy body, but if your mindset is jacked up, don't nobody want to be around you. And like, you're toxic. So the focus should be on being a better you. I love you. Have an amazing Sunday. And if you love this product, if you have this product, please share something. Like, and I see Nita shared that she had a great experience. Share how it's worked for you. Please don't be embarrassed to let people know that you're using a product. If I was embarrassed, you guys wouldn't know about this. I wouldn't be helping other people with all kind of different things, because I decided, because if I was embarrassed to share, that means that the ones who I've reached, who bought the product, who have experienced great results, and I'm not just talking about physical, I'm saying the product has helped in many other ways. If I hadn't shared, they wouldn't have been able to get this information. So don't be so concerned about what people think. Because if I cared about what people think, you guys wouldn't even know I existed, because I would be too scared to talk. Because I used to be scared to do a video. But guess what? I don't care, because the message needs to get out, and how you receive it is not my business. It's just my business to get it out to you. I love you. Take care.